Alrighty guys, welcome back. We're ready for some more metaphor. Yeah, so we're currently on our way to finish all of our objectives. We only have 2 more days until the next part, so we're gonna wrap it up. Alrighty, so I think what we're gonna do
Where to?
is we're gonna go fight in this Coliseum. Is that today? No, today we're gonna hang out with Basilio.
All right then.
Oh, luckily he's right here. Can we hang out with Basilio? Maybe we can't. Oh, wow.
Now what am I to do?
Oh, next time we're on the road.
All right then.
So we can't actually do that.
Where to?
Let's go.
Right up. What'll it be?
Let's rumble.
At last. When?
Come on.
All right. Let's
Come
show
forth,
him.
royal soul. Scour. Stay sharp. It's not bad. I won't hold back.
He's gonna have
Wind.
a hard time landing hits. Don't get sloppy, Captain.
The magic seeds.
Bravo.
Look.
All right.
Fight another day.
All right, we're gonna hang out with Alonso.
Greeting. I thank you.
I'm ready.
If that's the case. Listen to me.
Why do you think was, or who do you think was behind all this wickedness? Yes, it was the scoundrel. He deceived good people, then sold them into slavery. He lined his pockets with dirty money to fuel his life of utter debauchery. Some of you may wonder if my words can be trusted, given my own intentions. After all, am I not a villain myself? You would not be wrong. For he held my family hostage and forced me to abuse my power to defraud you. To those who have suffered under the burden of unfair taxes, you have my sincerest apology. To refuse him would have put my family in jeopardy.
However,
But I was not his only victim. He razed his hometown to ashes when it became a hindrance to his schemes. And worst of all, when his own mother defied him, he killed her in retaliation.
How dreadful.
How could he?
what have you done?
A monster. That's all a lie.
No.
You're horrible.
You should die.
Now then.
There's no talking your way out of this. Tell us you repent. Repent? What is there to repent for? A swill of ale tastes like ambrosia when it's brought with money pilfered from you fools.
Thanks, friend.
I've made fortunes from this man in particular. What good are soft hearts in positions of power if not easy prey? My mother, my hometown, as if I ever gave a damn about them. Am I the one at fault here? No. You have only yourself to blame for your folly.
Devil.
He's horrid. There you are. You finally arrived.
Hear me.
Good people, this brave young man is the one who saved my family. He pretended to work with him to save the victims in his clutches. Furthermore, he captured the wicked cur himself and handed him over to me.
Understood.
As you all may know, he is a candidate to become the new king. He is a true hero, one deserving of the crown. What? This kid?
Oh my.
That boy will become king?
You're here.
But if it isn't Mr. Hero in the flesh, look at this right mess you've got me into. What? Explain this.
Why?
I've longed for this moment. There's nothing else I desire. I only made it this far because of you. I could always tell you didn't want to become king yourself, but that's not how the wheel turns. You will take the throne.
Remember your vow.
Win for the sake of this world. I don't understand what's going on, but looking into his eyes, I can sense his determination and unquestionable faith. Is this man gonna die, bro?
You gave me a reason to live. I thank you. Truly. Now then.
Let his life be forfeit, so end the crimes. No way. Alonso is slain? Alone, I left the scene and returned to the inn. Thanks to Alonso's sacrifice, the entire village now supports me. But bro, I'm already level 2. What?
Time marches on.
What?
And the age of a
Is
new
Alonso
king
really dead,
draws
bro?
nearer.
Hey.
Right then. Shall we?
Now what am I to do?
All right then.
I guess we're gonna go back to the Coliseum again.
Let's go.
Uh-huh. Fine. What'll it be?
Oh, all the wisdom teeth.
Right?
Come on, come on.
All right. Let's
I
show
won't
him.
hold fire. 4 remaining. Okay. It's a Vitus power. Ice. Nice. Not bad. Scour! I won't hold back! Time for some close combat.
All right, really, absolutely smashing fight you showed us there. The audience loved every moment. I've been promoted to Silver 2, and I got a miracle igniter.
Look at you!
All right.
I don't need more courage, I need wisdom.
What now?
You can trust in me.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Nice!
Sounds like a lovely time.
Hey, nice.
All right then. What now?
All right, we're gonna hang out with Katharina.
Hi there. I didn't gather you here just to hand out free money. I did it to help you find good work. Because, see, if you find good work, you don't need to depend on other people. And that means you've got no one dragging you along. You decide how you want to live, and you make the most of it. So let's hear it. Want to live on your own terms? I'm sure the answer's pretty clear. We can get there one step at a time. And today, right here, is your first step.
A pretty speech, no doubt. But who's gonna hire a parapets?
I can answer that. Where I work, there's an old man who said if Katharina vouches for them, he'll hire them. No questions asked.
Sure, but we don't have the skills for a workshop like that.
I know. That's why we're gonna get you some proper schooling.
We're going to erect a facility right here and hire a teacher who'll show you how to read and write and perform calculations. You can also learn carpentry, needlework, or medicine. And once you've the skills, we can talk to workshops and trade associations.
I don't care about any of that. I say just give us money. Sounds like a right pain in the arse. There's gotta be a faster way than all that.
You think handouts are gonna keep you alive? If everyone sits in the cart and no one pulls, would you just sit in the mud till you die?
Oh, come off it. We take what we're owed. It's that easy. Besides, you were the one saying we'd steal it back from the rich.
Things are different now, buddy.
Katharina has come a long way.
Yeah, I did say that, but I wasn't right. And for that, I'm sorry. Something stolen is just gonna keep getting stole. You'll start to fear and resent your neighbour. It's an endless cycle of misfortune. How can anyone take pride in living off someone else's work stolen by force? I couldn't. No, we can't steal our way to a good life. We gotta shape our reality with our own two hands. We welcome anyone who wants to be their own change. Here, together, we write our own futures.
Do you think it's possible that I could be a leather worker?
And I want to try making clothes. I mend all my family's garb, and I'm pretty good at it.
I love teaching kids. If I dedicate myself to study, might I be a teacher as well?
What's gotten into all your heads? All this bloody talk about change. Too late for me, I say.
Not by half. So tell me, what do you want to do? We can work on this together.
Always thought it'd be nice to see the ocean. Thought that since I was a kid.
Then learn how to do calculations. If you can do that, I can introduce you to a merchant in Brylehaven.
This is really taking off. It's gonna take me a while to get through all these people. I know the Parapus haven't had the best lot in life, but I'm feeling more optimistic about our chances these days. Because, I mean, you're gonna be a king soon, yeah? Things will really start looking up for us then.
Yeah. I'll try to live up to your expectations.
I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Good, because I'll be holding my breath. But I won't be sitting on my hands either. Not that we'll rely too much on you. It's gonna have to be a team effort. Though, I guess in an ideal world, we wouldn't need kings. One king can't make the world a better place. It takes everyone to pull that off.
You're right about that.
I am, mate. A person who puts their mind to it can change their own world. That much I know. Our paths may be different, but I'll be fighting the good fight with you. And when the going gets tough, or when you feel all alone, you remember me. Because we're fighting together, king or not. No matter what lies ahead for you, we're comrades in arms.
The loyal hunter, Katharina, keeper and heritor of the brawler's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes, and fulfill thy destiny.
My dreams may seem impossible, but I'm not giving them up.
We're gonna learn the martial artist. Let's go.
Katharina! Who's here? They've delivered some for us. You lot better save some for me. Wait, come and have a meal with us. Consider it an early coronation ceremony.
Nice. All the Parapists will support me now. Still level 2, or still just rank number 2. I don't think we're ever gonna pass up Luis until we kill him. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's the big day. We'll be up against Luis, and this time he'll be ready and waiting for you.
You...
Captain, surely you have reservations about this? Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt?
somehow...
I mean to say, if you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince? I don't feel that way at all, to tell the truth.
However...
I challenge you on this only because I think it's foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
May I speak?
I do not believe Luis innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months ago, he has slain the king and your comrade. Besides, is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power, and his every step has been in service of that purpose. He sealed his fate, and you, as a contender for the throne, should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that not so?
It'll be all right.
You are already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that. Yeah, so we might not have to kill him up. Has made me a pretty good point. If we're going to take back this country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks.
You can't lose.
Everything we've done has been for this day. So let's take it all in and stick it to Luis, Farella, and Grius, and everyone we've lost. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't want a king who believes might make right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself. And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone anyways.
That reminds me.
Nearest apparently wanted to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trad with the Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority. But maybe that's exactly what we need to make this work.
Then.
Well then, let's get a full night's rest so we can get ready for tomorrow.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's finally here.
So we set off for the royal capital in the decisive battle of our lives. I'm a little disappointed. I have just begun to grow accustomed to the cold. I cannot say the same. Regardless, we've done all that we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes? Nearest sure seems thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic. All it takes is a day to get there from here. We'll have them city folks shaking in their boots. Let's meet at the runner once we've polished off breakfast.
At last, only a day remains.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fellow? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Del. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Rella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
You would pursue peril.
Great. The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the Gauntlet Runner takes to the sky. He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer. but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, and his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
He's here! Wow! It's really him!
Welcome back, Your Highness.
It's His Royal Highness the Prince! We've been waiting for you! Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson!
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Sounds like they're more excited about the spectacle than about the prince being alive still. Suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing for an
Me
older
too.
woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with the saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have calmed, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis. You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him. They're not right in the head.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever getting better.
Then why hasn't Luis showed up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Probably going for another big, grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there! His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived.
Lady Juna as well.
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the room.
Let's head to the Hushed Honeybee Inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
All the customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
All right, thank you for helping, Maria.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
It's finally happening.
You've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince, after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support. Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill any less. And Luis will cut us down.
Indeed. Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful. Knowing how far we've come, now you've awoken your archetype. Forged friendships. And taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
You're right.
You're right there.
But it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think? I mean, you and he were best friends.
best friends. Wait, what?
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me. Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis.
Something fishy
Gotta
going
report
on
our
here.
victory to His Highness personally, right? It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
Right. Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
It's been a while.
So?
All right, we go rest and then see what happens tomorrow. Something fishy going on because Gallica's feeling something weird. I think something crazy is about to happen.
At long last, my lord, our investigations have borne fruit. We know where the true prince lies. Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village erased from today's maps. That said, against all odds, it seems that this place is...
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gambit. The prince was born there, you know. An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
Fortin did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known. The prince's survival, his complete disappearance, this was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations. If you call yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end, and I have just the spell to do it.
Damn.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Ready to face the day?
I am ready.
Yes, of course.
No hesitation at all. You've really grown out there.
But you have to come back, no matter what, okay?
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Never thought we'd find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together. Ready our supplies. Give him hell.
Let's head there.
All right, I guess we just
Can we talk?
go to the Grand Cathedral. Make sure that you have everything. I think I'm good and go.
All right then. Let's go.
Say there.
I'm chuffed. Gone clammy all
Ready?
over in this humidity I have.
I am always ready.
Well, bit of a tricky situation. Can't exactly say I'm the tournament's official crier anymore, things being what they are. I mean, Sanctifex Forden and St. Rella are gone. Bluntly speaking, there is no tournament anymore. But like hell, if that's gonna stop me, as a lone citizen watching over the future of our country, you can look to me for the latest news on this upcoming fight. Woo! Live free, crier! Fight the power! Very good. Let's begin, shall we? The Day of Judgment is here. The final fight between Luis, military paragon and one-man army, and the boy who claims to be the fallen prince. The entire continent's eyes are on this battle, folks, and only one of them's walking away. Let's see a show of true strength, worthy of our new king.
Your Highness, you can win! Give Luis the boot!
Count Luis! Kill that imposter!
It looks to me like Luis hasn't even bothered to show at the royal capital.
Oh, there's no way he'd run away from this. Anytime now. Anytime. Whoa, over there! It's Luis's gauntlet runner! And so the leading candidate finally makes his appearance.
Luis.
The two titans of this race have finally come face to face. Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout. Our first candidate, Count Luis. Adopted son of a minor nobleman, he rose to fame on his incredible military merits, quelling domestic conflicts and almost becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne. Then we have the Elden candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince. Though his identity is uncertain, his strength is undeniable. Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress Juna among them. The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
I have to commend you. A lesser man would have run. This all began with the king's failures. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence bred the chaos that followed. You, who claim to be the prince, what do you believe the people seek in their king?
Intellect.
The intellect to resolve everything.
Can intellect alone protect the people? In the end, words are nothing against power. Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Louise, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Your Highness, show us your power!
Young candidate, have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
We have only one thing to say. Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak. He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain. Hear this. Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals? Or are we a nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
He's the type of man who will kill anyone who gets in his way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing, a world without inequality. And I shall gladly offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal. Those who do not, however, will be slain without mercy or regret. It could not be simpler.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I deny your world!
So, you think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
Oh, man.
Come then, and act your part in this showdown. I have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
The time has come.
Here you have the metal to defend your claims. Then I need not hold back either. I will annihilate you!
Jesus Christ, how many times does he get? I get one attack for every like 5 hits he does.
Good. Very good. Yours is a worthy power, one untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks. However, magnificent, you truly have become more powerful. But I would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe, aren't you?
Humankind?
Because he's elder, you would call him a monster.
You should know the truth by now. After all that time I allowed you to spend on that pagan island. History, as told by the Sanctus Church, is a fiction. No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history. One that told of ancient times where the land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa! Don't humor him.
But if that war between gods truly did come to pass...
Gods? How droll. They may have governed all things with works far beyond ours, but they were no gods. They were an ancient tribe unlike any other race now lost. Wielders of true magic. The modern age saw them called Elder, shunned from our cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you trying to say now?
Luis, you dog! Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer!
You believe it false, What would I stand to gain from lies?
Elda are actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery. In truth, he is humankind. He is kin to the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof. You, boy, who call yourself the Prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
Utopia?
What is gonna happen now?
What's happening?
Witness the truth! Good people, you would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is!
He's a monster! It's a human! This can't be.
The truth of the humans is laid bare. They're no beasts, but another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne!
It's not true! It has to be one of the Count's illusions!
What illusion? That's no prince! It's a monster! It'll kill us all! Run!
What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, the Order of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not!
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
What the hell? Bro, what the freak? He must have like just cast a spell on us that turns us into a human. The whole elder thing can't be true, right? Luis called it trickery, and even my very body.
Be not afraid, child. 'Tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Nice. Who are you? What do you know about it?
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
What's that about?
The deepest truth?
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
Bro, what? My purpose? I took on a mission to save the prince.
An ideal world, even if reality crushes everything I believe in. Even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through. It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest, you are always there to help me through it.
Yo.
After all, you're mine.
My what? 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 I'm your what? Oh my god. Don't do this to me, bro. Just tell me what. Oh my god.
Are you well?
Yeah. I had a strange dream.
I had a strange dream.
You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form. We knew not what to do.
Yeah, but I turned back, right?
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me.
Bro, it's me.
Your vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both this imposter and the true prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell! Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction!
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Attention now. This looks dire.
How could you deceive us? I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something.
God damn it.
We retreat to our
He's
gauntlet
racist.
runners. We must find him safe haven to rest.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now. I'm worried about the prince too.
I know. We'll head to my home and the prince's refuge, the Elden Sanctum.
Oh no, we lost.
Count Luis has saved the country. He has driven off the human who sought to usurp it.
Count Luis is our true savior.
Sounds like we've got our next king, then.
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
They'll be all right, won't they? That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis! What the hell did he do? Stay safe out there, boy.
The flow of that evil Magla was surely born from Luis's magic. What a terrifying force.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
Why?
How did this happen? Anyone, there's no time to waste. Let's set our course for ancient Elden Sanctum. Don't lose hope. Well, haven't I been there before? You're like, can't we just teleport there? Oh yeah. No? I don't know what's going on. Why can't we just teleport there?
It was more of a defeat than it was a departure. They board the gauntlet runner and rush from the capital, as though hiding from the shrieking animosity of the masses. What more can they endure? There is no light to be seen.
Crazy.
A hiding place for the Elder Tribe. Wonders never cease.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince.
No, just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too.
Luis's final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Elden Sanctum.
Can you walk, lad?
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the right here did him some good.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Hey. I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize. My mind just went blank for a moment. I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
It surprised me too, honestly.
I don't blame you. It certainly caught me by surprise.
And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
No. I checked a bunch of times in the Gauntlet Runner. But I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
He believes in a world where people can make their own future, just like you. He's the only one who can see the dream become a reality. Bro. Alright, we'll save the game. This will be a good spot to stop for now. I thank you guys for watching. Yeah, really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Freaking crazy. Crazy stuff's happening. Who knows what the freak is going on. But yeah, looking forward to seeing what's happening next. This game is pretty freaking incredible. I have to say, bro. This game is really good. So can't wait to see what happens next. But for now, you guys have a good night.